Hey everyone, it's Jax again from the Popcorn Review Podcast, and today we my episode 54. We're gonna be talking about a movie though. The movies that we're gonna be speaking or talking about is gonna be the Thunderbolts. Um, I personally enjoyed this movie. I didn't catch it in theaters. I was hoping I can catch it in theaters. Didn't get the opportunity, but it is on Disney Plus now. So if you guys have it, go over to Disney Plus. It will be there for free for you guys. Somewhere else on Amazon, you may have to charge, but if you are already have Disney Plus, it is there for your viewing consumption. Um, Personally, I like this movie a lot. I'm gonna give it about an 8.5, 8.5 or so. Um, Liked it better than Fantastic Four. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate that. My Fantastic Four video had a bunch of hate, a bunch of comments. People were going in telling me how great that movie was. It wasn't. This movie was way better. It might have been because we already had a backstory for everyone involved, um, except for Centurion. Other than that, these characters we kind of had a backstory. Red Guardian we knew about. We knew about Ghost. We knew about um, Taskmaster. We knew about the Black Widow. We knew about Bucky. We knew about all these characters. So we kind of had a backstory going in. Now, what I did notice about this movie was everybody was kind of lonely. They were so used to fighting during the original Marvel movies, 10, 15 years ago. Everybody was so used to fighting, being in the nitty-gritty of everything. And now they're kind of like, yeah, most of these people were doing like side missions for the government, but they were lonely. Like you clearly saw they were lonely. Um it just showed a different side for them. Made a lot of these characters kind of funny. Red Guardian, funny as shit. Pretty much was saying, "Hey, I want to be on the Wheaties box. I want to be praised again. I want to be part, out in the open." And that's kind of what everybody wanted, honestly. Um, Centurion, that was a little weird to me. His character, especially the Void. I'm gonna talk about it. This movie's been out for so long now. Hopefully, everybody's seen it. If you haven't, sorry for spoiling for you. Um, it was weird because when he was Centurion, he was like he got really full of himself really fast, and then when he became the Void, it was like he was just getting rid of everybody. Like the Void was almost like the dude had a split personality or bipolar. Um, he had a good side versus a bad side, but even though the good side was kind of shitty too, the bad side was that much worse. Like if you just touched the Void, you were like a black smoke or a shadow, almost like as if a bomb went off and your shadow was on the back wall, but this time it was like on the floor and stuff. So it was an all to me. It was a good movie. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate on it. Yeah, it only made $300 million in theaters, but honestly, this movie is pretty good. Um, Definitely see at some point Sam Wilson's version of Captain America will join them. Not sure in what capacity because they did talk about that. Hey, did you talk to Cap? And he was like, Nah, I'm not gonna do it. We are gonna see him in the future, just don't know when or where. As of right now, Sam Wilson's character, or the real, the guy who plays him, is doing Twisted Metal, so he's kind of occupied doing something else. So at some point, we'll see Captain America in the Marvel movies, but we'll see. And Torres as Falcon, so that's going to be pretty cool having that dynamic there. But this movie was good, guys. I don't care what anybody says. Bucky got his ass whooped a little bit. Pretty much, Centurion took out all everybody. He took out all five of them. But one part of this movie, one part that I thought was a waste. Now, you see Taskmaster little head in the back. They showed her on the fucking posters. They promoted her in the commercials and the previews, and she dies within like 15 minutes in the movie. Point blank range gets shot in the fucking face. What? How are you promoting this person as if they're going to be doing something, and then they die just like that? Like boom, it was done. What? It just didn't make sense to me. She was a badass character. She was tossing around Walker and everything. So to me, it would have made more sense they shot her in the arm and kept it moving like that, and then all of them got out. But it was just weird to me how you promoted that person on the posters. This one she's kind of hidden, but on the posters for the movie, she was front and center. Like I would be kind of pissed off that she probably got paid pretty good, but I'd be kind of pissed off you promoted the shit out of me and then I'm dead within 20 minutes in the movie. and then you don't hear or see nothing from me. Well, she got incinerated. So if you saw that, she got burnt after she was dead. But still, to be honest with you, this movie here shows me what the government would do if they were doing experiments on people, or people did have powers. They would try to exploit. They would try to use and create that into a weapon. This is just showing you the blueprint of what people would do. Um, and what the president or madam president or the madam secretary, whatever her name was, whatever she was doing, how she manipulated everything to make it look like she was the good guy in all of it. And then they kind of look at her like, hey, we own you now. And then they move into the Avengers Tower and they become, let me wait for it, the new Avengers. So they are the new Avengers. I thought it was a joke when everybody was talking about it. You were seeing people, Sebastian, going out and like ripping off the poster that said the Thunderbolts, and then it started saying the new Avengers. The movie's called the Thunderbolts, but because of this plot, they are now the new Avengers. Um, the end credit scenes were a little corny to me. You did have the Red Guardian in a supermarket with a shaved beard, so all he had was like a fucking, I think the handlebar mustache, that was what they call it. And he was there trying to promote his Wheaties box to one of the customers. And because that's one of the things he wanted. He said, I want to be one of the heroes on the Wheaties box. And that was one of the posters that was out there. So it made sense that that's what they wanted to do. Even the movie theater, I think the display was them all on the Wheaties box. So that was kind of cool. But then after they become heroes, or the new Avengers, I should say, Centurion lost his powers. They saved him. He lost his powers, or at least he doesn't want to use them because he's scared of the void. Because he did mention that, like, hey, if you had your powers, you could help us. And they're like, yeah, but if I use my powers and the void can possibly come back, and I don't want to deal with that. So it makes sense. He's scared to get that person back, give him the opportunity to try to come back. Excuse me. But in all, guys, a good movie. Again, 8.5, way better than Fantastic Four. But to bring up Fantastic Four, the end credit scene for this movie was them seeing the Fantastic Four ship, and then it just stopped. So what is the purpose? Did they jump universes? Did they need our help, or sorry, the new Avengers help? Did their planet, or their universe rather, is depleted and they had to come to ours for help? Yes, it's going to be all doomsday. Everything's going to be wrapped up into one. But what was the cause? So that kind of threw me. I didn't like Fantastic Four, but what was the purpose of Fantastic Four being shown at the end credit scene? But again, guys, great movie. Again, it might have been because we already had backstory on everybody. It didn't have to get built up that way. That might have been part of it. We had a backstory on every single character. But guys, the Thunderbolts right now on Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus, it's there for free. You don't have to purchase it. But again, guys, the Thunderbolts, great movie, 8.5. The new Avengers. Can't wait to see it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Guys, have a great one.